So what are we going to get into today? Well, I was asked by a few viewers about doing a sour mash. And you know, I've never done one, so I figured why not? And we can all learn together. So this is how it's going to go. I feel like it's going to take me 6 videos to get it done. And it'll be interesting. But first things first, welcome to Stillworks and Brewing. My name is Randy, and this is a channel that's all about home distillation and brewing. All right, so this is how it's going to work. All right, week 1, we're going to do a starter ferment. Okay. Week 2, we'll do our first distillation and our second ferment. Week 3, we will do our second distillation and third ferment. Week 4, the third distill and the fourth ferment. Week 5, we will distill the fourth ferment. And then week 6, I want to taste each generation, okay? And let's see if they differ, because I just don't know. And then we'll go on from there, all right? So what do we need to do? All right, so this is we'll get our first ferment going. If I can get my papers right. All right. Our sour mash recipe it'd be 5 gallons of water, 7 pounds of cracked corn. Don't mill it, just cracked corn. I got mine at the local farm store. It was already, it's chicken feed, but it's cracked corn. All right, and then we're going to use 7 pounds of sugar. All right, and just remember, in this recipe, we're not really working on to get the starches out of the corn. It's for flavor, just for flavor. And we will be getting our sugar out of the sugar, of course. All right, so I have some water heated up here to, I think it's 80 degrees, all right? And I got my big ferment bucket here. So what I want to start with is 5 gallons of water in this container, right? Let me get something. All right, so I'm gonna dip out 5 gallons of that 80-degree water and put it in my container here, in your mash tun or whatever you're gonna ferment in. No, I haven't got my pump fixed yet, but it's gonna be soon. That's 2.5. It seems so easy. We're almost there. 4, 1 more gallon. One more, just a little extra. All right. So we got our 5 gallon of 80-degree water in there. So the next thing we want to do is we want to add our sugar in this warm water to dissolve the sugar. So like I said, I got 7 pounds of, and this is just table sugar. So 7 pounds. We'll get that all mixed in here. We get all good stirred up, dissolved. There's that one. So I've had some people say they want some, see me run the still some more. Well, we're gonna get that in the next 6 weeks, right? All right. I thought this was going to be a fun project. All right. So there's our sugar in there. It all dissolved. Okay. Let me get that out of the way. Okay, so the next thing is we want to stir in our 7 pounds, 7 pounds of the cracked corn. All right, so we just need to stir this in so you don't get no, it shouldn't lump up, but I've already weighed all the corn out. Then as we start every phase of this project, I'll let you know what's going on. But this is just a starter. Okay. Sour mash is a good whiskey. I mean, I guess the most famous probably in that I know of would be the Jack Daniel's sour mash. So I'll be pretty interested. I mean, this is corn. I mean, the water is even turning yellowish, kind of, sort of. All right, so we got our sugar in there, we got our corn in there, and we got warm water. All right, so I just want to double check my temperature. And it is 99 degrees. Well, that's a little bit warm for my yeast, ain't it? All right, so I'm gonna have to let this sit for a couple minutes and cool down. I want to cool it down below 90. So let's let this cool down for a couple minutes. I thought it was 80, but it must have warmed up a little bit. Okay. So I'll be right back in a couple minutes. Okay, so let's check the temperature now. And the temperature is 89 degrees. That's perfect. What I ended up doing is I threw a couple ice cubes in there out of the refrigerator and it helped cool it down. All right, so the next step after a good stir, you gotta get some good oxygen in there, is, and I'm gonna just use daddy's yeast. A lot of people would use bread yeast, and that's fine. But I have this, so that's what I'm gonna use. So I want a couple tablespoons. All right. And then I'll put the lid on it. This is just a loose fitting lid. It don't fit tight. If you're using like a plastic 5-gallon bucket fermenter, you can put the airlock on it if you like, and that'd be great. So that is our starter. It's not sour mash yet. That will happen on week 2, and because we don't have nothing sour here, so that's why they call it a starter. All right, or they call it a sweet mash. All right, so we'll give this a week. We'll let it ferment, and we'll come back next week, and that's when the real fun is going to begin. Because we got, like I said, we'll show you how to treat this, and then we'll take this, put it in the still, ferment it out, and then we'll show you what you do with everything else while, step 2 of week 2. All right, so it ought to be a lot of fun. Hope I didn't confuse myself. All right, I guess the last thing I got to say is, hey, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next week here on Stillworks and Brewing. Cheers, everybody.